Hello Pisces! Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still new. It's just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed, if you subscribe today, thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to everybody, subscribed or not, all my viewers. Can't have a channel without viewers, so I love you all. I really appreciate you being here with me. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames that's called Perception. To yet one, book one here. I've read this book aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for absolutely free. Just know that book two is published and available. And all the links that you need for my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, the information to contact me to schedule one is also in that description box. Okay, so welcome back everyone. Quick description of what I'm doing, as I usually do. As I was just about to contemplate what decks to use this week, it came to mind immediately that because of the full moon that we just had this last weekend and its connection with 2 weeks prior with the Lion's Gate energy, the Lion's Gate, which is 8/8, which is a portal, a very strong portal, was partnered with the new moon. So between that new moon and the full moon that we just had, there's been a lot of energy kind of like pushing us forward. You know, like I see it like when you're on like a water slide and you get to a place where you need to be pulled upwards. You know that there's that thing underneath that like kind of grabs your boat or your inflatable and it brings you up. So, and then there's like water that shoots you off again so that you can keep going. I feel like that's what this portal, and most portals do, but this is a particularly powerful one, and Spirit wanted me to address it, the follow-up, what this energy is doing for everyone. So I'm going to use the decks that I used for the week that I was looking at the Lionsgate energy. This is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, my summertime deck because it's focused on light. I'm going to pull one card from the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild and artwork by A. Andrew Gonzalez. This is the deck where the Ishtar's Lionsgate energy was in, the card for that. Sorry about that, guys. And because we're talking about the movements of the moon, the Moonology Oracle deck by Yasmin Boland and artwork by Nyx Rowan. With all this moon movement, I almost expected to see the moon come up in your reading again, Pisces, since that's your major arcana card. However, it didn't. Oh, sorry guys, I'm going to clarify. If I need to clarify anything, I'll use the Tarot of the Cloisters by Michelle Leavitt. Okay, so now I'm adding this part to my beginning spiel. I am a twin flame reader. I'm a twin flame myself. And what that is a person that is on a spiritual mission. Their life is a spiritual path. This is the energy that I read. So unless you are on a very serious spiritual path, I'm not sure if these readings will resonate with you. Some people aren't comfortable with the label or name or whatever of the twin flame divine union dynamic, but I'm just, we're discovering what things are every day, and that's pretty much what I am focused on, the balance between the masculine and the feminine, okay? So that's what I'm all about. So, as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you, as your higher self, wrote for this lifetime so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain important lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. Because of our free will, which is very powerful, it is possible to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise lifetime after lifetime, or even significantly during one lifetime, such as this one, you may become what we call enlightened. Like Buddha, Jesus, Thoth, Isis, many others that we know affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your destiny or fate, but it isn't exactly because of your free will. Now, there are times in life where things just seem to happen without our input, we couldn't control it. There was absolutely nothing we could do. We write those into our divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card and or an unusual high number of major arcana cards in your read. And Pisces, this week you have both of those. Okay, so let's get started. Right here at the heart of everything, we start with the Lionsgate energy right away. We've got the Scorpio card of death. Death and rebirth, Phoenix energy, and this came out a lot during Lionsgate as well. You see, this is an eternal lemniscate. This is like the play of the masculine and feminine, the zeros and ones, the beginnings and endings, the tick-tock type of energy that our this existence runs on, okay? However, this is in the reverse for you. So this means stagnation. This means that things for you have been kind of at a standstill. This is asking you you may be out of balance with these energies. So you might want to go ahead and balance your masculine and feminine energies, or focus on that, do some meditation. Masculine and feminine is also yin and yang. Okay, in case those of you are around that aren't quite sure, the concept has been in the yin and yang shape here. We've seen this over and over in our life, and that's what this is. Okay, the masculine and feminine at play for you. But this is saying that you're also not quite ready for your twin flame. You maybe have been feeling a little lethargic, a little sleepy, but you're definitely going through some kind of stagnation. Things are standing still. This is the energy that is crossing this. This is what's at the heart of everything. This is the energy that is affecting this death energy. And whenever I get it right away. It's time. This stagnation, it's time. This even means rebirth. This is like a resurrection. So this death and rebirth energy that you've been going through, you haven't, it's like you've been stagnating a bit. But now it's time. Okay? This basically means this. This is Phoenix energy, the death and the rebirth. Okay? So you've been stagnating, you haven't been growing, or maybe you hadn't been ready for the twin flame union. Maybe you've been working on that a lot, but now you are. Now you're ready. Now it's time. It's time for something to improve, okay, or be resurrected. But this is you. I think that, okay, hang on. I'm just kind of chopping up my words here. Oh, there goes my knee in the frame. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's just saying it's time. It's time to repent and to forgive. It's time for this the stagnation to go away. You've been working really hard. It's time for something new. Okay. Or to be renewed. But I feel like it's you. Like your life. is about to change. This is a positive card. This is always read right side up when it's crossing the first energy, and so this is positive energy. This is a change for the better. The root of it is your happy home life. Ten of Cups. Harmony. Happy families. Soul family. This is the soul family. This is the family you choose, as opposed to the family that you come from. This is happiness. Okay, this is a happy home. Okay, so your home life then has been stagnant. Your home life has been, this is what you've been wanting. This is at the root of everything, but things have been standing still. But hey, guess what? It's time. It's time for your happy home energy to come on in. This is your recent past that's moving out of your life at this time. And the Knight of Wands is always a change. It's always a movement. It's a card of movement. This is a card of Sagittarius, of the free spirit. Sometimes this means moving, like changing your residence, okay? But it's in reverse. So this would mean the delays, the need for patience, the possibly not, not traveling, not moving to a new home. So since we've got this happy home thing here and this not changing residence that's moving out of your life at this time, this is another thing telling me that it's coming on in. So basically, these are kind of the same thing, okay? It's just that this is focusing on the reason. It's a rebirth of not just of your home life, but of you somehow, okay? Well, all that balancing of your masculine and feminine energies is definitely going to give you a new you. Now, for me as a reader, these two cards are future cards, and I'm just going to grab them together. It is your fate to have a partnership that can move mountains, that is very strong. This is soulmate energy, possibly twin flame. Again, see this particular Lovers card, this is a card of Gemini. But on her shoulder, you'll see this arrow, which is very Sagittarius. So that is, I mean, this almost looks like the same woman, doesn't it? These cards are very similar. I'm getting this, I'm noticing that my guides or your guides, whoever's telling me, is showing me these things through colors, through imagery, and how they match, even though she's upside down in order to relate the stagnation and not having quite the happy home. These two are together, okay? So there's an element of the Sagittarius energy, which is very independent, very free, very joyful as well. They, nobody can tell them what to do. They're free spirits, okay? So there's an element of that in this card, I feel. Like there's a certain amount of freedom to be who you are in this relationship. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. So this means this is destiny. This is fate. You wrote this into this time in your divine blueprint. You wrote it this way. So this would happen no matter what. Written in the stars, I just heard. Okay, so yeah, okay, they're saying this is a 10 and this is the 10. These two go together. Your happy home is your destiny. It's coming no matter what. And it's not just because you've got this Wheel of Fortune card here. I'm just going to tell you right now, Pisces, I gauge the amount of control you have over a situation by the number of major arcana to minor. This is a 10 card spread. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana out of 10 cards is one card more than half of all these cards. This is interesting because Libras had 8 out of 10 cards, 8 major arcana out of 10 cards. So there's something, this is very powerful. This is the Lionsgate energy. This is the track pulling you up and then the water jets shooting you off. Okay, that's what the Lionsgate and the new moon and the full moon energies are doing, because this last full moon was also a blue moon, which is rare. So the energy right now is very, very magical. Okay, so this is a very good energy. In fact, everything is looking really great right now, Pisces. Really great. Look at how she is she seems so free. This is very much a Sagittarius energy. And then look at how free she is. And she's got this white energy and she's got this dark energy that's masculine and feminine and zeros and ones and light and dark. And you know what I mean? And she's balanced. And so look at her. She's happy. She's also standing here with her legs like the hanged man. When you see the hanged man right side up, this is how he looks, hanged. However, she's just standing like that. I know that's a yoga pose. I wish I knew what that was called. But anyway, so this is saying the hanged man energy is over. I mean, a hangman energy is life in suspension, which is basically stagnation. It's basically where you're not going anywhere, but this is your true soul. All this happiness, you want to be free. You're a free spirit. You're independent. You're very strong. You have all this passion. You know what I mean? So this is looking super good. I'm really enjoying this energy. It's making me like excited or something. Okay, so your hope is to make the right decision. Okay, this is the Two of Wands. Wands are fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. More Sagittarius. You might want to look up the traits of Sagittarius to see how much of that is matching with how you're feeling these days, or how you want to feel, or you may even have Sagittarius in your chart, but I'm really feeling that. So this is a choice between one that is comfortable and leaves you safe and staying in one place, and one that pushes your comfort zone, but you get out of the house and you get to go out into the world. So, yeah, you're hoping. Look at how she's holding on to this one. This would take her out. She's stuck. Okay, so you've been stuck and you've been looking out the window. Hypothetically, that's the word I was trying to find. Trying to escape. Now, a lot of us have been home like this because of COVID. We're all looking out the window wanting to escape, right? So I see you wanting to make the correct choice, but you also know that this is a time for change because you've gained knowledge, you've balanced your energies. Also, in the Thoth deck, this talks about creation from destruction. So there is that also in the scorpionic energy right here. A death is a destruction, a rebirth is creation from destruction, but this is also success, you know? So this is speaking right here. What you're hoping for is already coming true. This is your current energy, your current state of being, okay, and or environment. Um, you're battle weary, okay? You've been defensive. You may have been fighting off a lot of people. You may have been arguing with people. You may have had a struggle. Even though your home life is saying that it's stagnant, but this is a lot of struggle when it's in the reverse. Okay, upright, this is perseverance and victory, you know, because look at her, she knows that she's got the upper hand. She's protected, she's calm. She doesn't even have her wand, and all these wands are basically like coming at her. But when it's upside down like this, it's like you've been doing this for too long, which is obvious. Okay, this whole stagnation, a struggle, you're tired. You may have a need to really believe in yourself. There may be an element of embarrassment or perplexity going on here, or you don't know what to do, and you know, so that might cause your embarrassment, but you also might be hesitating on something which has caused some of this stagnation or some sort of loss. Now, this is your fear card. Yeah. What? What? Why are you afraid of healing? Why are you afraid of your dreams coming true? This is being optimistic. This is good fortune. This is, like, if you're in the entertainment field, this is becoming a star, or becoming a star where you work, or somehow, like where you get a lot of attention because you're so good at what you do. This is hope. This is good karma. So why are you afraid of this? All right. Let's get out the tarot of the cloisters and clarify this. What's up with this fear card for Pisces? Wow, don't even get a chance to ask. Okay. Okay, so the Page of Wands is this is staves. So this is more wands. This is passion. There could be a young fire sign around you that you don't want to be near, or I don't know, not so much. Look, okay, hang on. What is this? Okay, so they're showing me the 5 here. This is a change that has to do with this Hierophant energy. So this would be convention. This would be mercy, kindness, maybe big business. Maybe this is a message of a new position, because wands can be about career. You may need to get this would be like an interview, perhaps. This could also be a loyal friend. This Hierophant is often Oh, I lost my train of thought because all of a sudden it came to mind that this is Taurus. This is Taurus energy. There may be a Taurus involved here. Okay, so what I'm getting is that the things that you want, like this, okay, the things that you're hoping for, which is going out into the world, is what is, you're afraid. You're afraid because you've been inside for so long, because you've been who you are for so long, because this is a completely different change. Like I said, this is you becoming a new person. This is you not just having a more happy home. This is you being rebirthed as a phoenix, right? So what you've got right here is what you want scares you because you've been at home for so long, because you've been you're used to your life on the inside now. Yeah, that makes sense. And so here's this. All right. This is the world. This is when a cycle is over, but when I get the world and this as well, okay, so this is saying, first of all, that this cycle is not quite finished, okay? It's coming, but it's not quite finished. We can see that by this. It's time for some sort of judgment. It's judgment time. It's time for something to move. When something has not moved, it's been stagnant. You've been doing the inner work, yet it's almost time because you've got the wheel here. Okay, so this is a partnership, a love. This could be a twin flame union that's coming in. It's going to change everything, but it's a little bit scary because eventually it is going to bring you the world. See what I'm saying? There's the world right there. Here's the world right here. But I want you to look at her. Look at how happy she is. Look at these right here. Okay? This is upside down. But look at all this joy. Joy. Joy and freedom. The feeling of freedom and joy. Freedom and joy. Being released from standing still. And then look, see? More and more joy. Now, the no joy is moving out of your life at this time, coming out of your shell. It's time to leave this place you've been living, and it's not quite there yet. It is time for the judgment to come in, but it hasn't quite yet. You see what I'm saying? Because this is still upside down. But I want you to look at something else here, okay? Look at the difference between her and those 4 cards that I showed you with all that joy. She looks sad. She looks like she's longing. She looks like she's daydreaming. She wants to travel and go surfing, and she wants to be a different person, but she's scared. Look at this one. She's in a bubble. Nobody's around her. It's like she's her own world, right? She's in her own world, in her own sphere. Yeah, she's confident, but you're tired now. This does not look like a bunch of joy. It looks like peace, but this is not joy as well either. This is struggle. This is what you're not happy in this so-called safe energy anymore. And that's why this Lionsgate new moon and super, well, I don't know if it was a super moon, but this blue moon energy is doing that whole, it's shooting you out of your comfort zone, okay? Because this is the underlying energy of the entire read, the end of these struggles, of this oppression, of this heavy load that you've been carrying, it's done. Okay? The tens are endings. Now, the thing about this Ten of Wands is that, look, she's got a suitcase. She's got so much stuff. She's got to get this yak or whatever it is to carry some of her stuff. She's out of there. This, to me, this means moving. It looks like moving. It looks like a card of changing your residence more than this Knight of Wands to me. And it kind of looks like the same girl or woman. She doesn't look so happy there, does she? Okay, so that's a lot of fire. All right, let's see what your moonology cards have to say. And we'll pull your White Light Oracle card, close out your reading. But this looks super good. And like I said, 6 out of 10 cards. This is happening. Just a little more patience. Just a little, just like breathe through it, because it isn't quite time, but it is definitely coming. And there's nothing to stop it. Okay, so this is awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Oh, got me to sing a song there. See, this is great energy. Man, there was some readings where people were just going through some stuff this week, and I got really emotional. It's really hard to feel when, I think it was Aquarius. Holy moly. Okay, giant pile of cards. Look at all that purple we see right away. Okay. Intuition. I've noticed that Spirit really wants us, those of us who are on a spiritual mission, to really develop our intuition. Because when we develop our intuition, we can hear our guides ourselves. And then we don't have to go to people like me. You know, well, we kind of do. Because, you know, I do cards for myself, I'll do readings for myself, but I really get much clearer messages from others, you know? So I watch a lot of, not a lot, actually it's just a few, of my favorite tarot readers here on YouTube, and gosh, they're just so good that they help. They really help. But you're Pisces. Your intuition is supposed to be on point. So if you feel like it isn't, you know, start just knowing that it is. Okay? Oh, okay. Alrighty. What do we got here? Oh, the Pearl of Sorrow. 3 plus 5 is 8. So this is talking about the Lionsgate, okay? A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Okay, Libra season is coming up. The end of September, beginning of October. But I think you already know that, because look at this purple. Holy moly. Okay, so I feel like this energy is from the new moon, the Lionsgate new moon. Your dreams need a practical plan. Now you've got a full moon. So the full moon is the moon and in its fullest powers. So I think that this is something that you may want to put a lot of energy in. Okay? Make a plan. Your dreams need a practical plan. Look at her. What's the first thing she should do? Where does she want to go? Like, okay, if she wants a VW bug bus and a surfboard, maybe what she should do is go buy those, right? And then once she has those, then she needs to, where am I going to go first? You know what I mean? What kind of supplies am I going to need? How am I going to live out of my bus? That's what is needed here. And I'm feeling this, the world card, the green of this world card. Look at that. Okay, this was just, there's kind of like rainbowy colors inside here, and she's in a rainbow dress. You know, there's a lot of green. This is actually a lot of green too. So this is talking to me this way. So it's like once you get this practical plan, then this will probably, you know, the world will be open to you. This particular cycle will end, and the world will be there for you. Also, I just want to point out, this is another message from Taurus. Okay, there might be a Taurus involved here, strong Taurus in this reading. We got Gemini, we got Scorpio, Sagittarius all over the place, right? And Aquarius right here with the star. Okay, so, oh wow, another one. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So what? You've got the new moon and the full moon in Libra. So there is strong Libra energy here, enough to make me kind of stutter there. Wow, and it's all purpley too. So a win-win outcome. This is such a positive reading. Holy moly, you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, so this is also a new moon. The Lion's Gate is also taking care of this particular energy. Cancer is all about the home. They love their homes. So here's what I'm getting here. You've got these two new moons, which are connected to the Lion's Gate energy, okay? So a new romantic cycle begins, and you and your loved ones are safe as it happens. And then this full moon, these two energies right here are from the full moon that we just had, but also might be connected to these full moons in the phone just rang. So these two are definitely connected to the full moon energy that we just had, okay? But they also look around these full moons too. When we have the full moon in Libra and the full moon in Taurus, this could be something like maybe after you get your plan together, by the full moon in Taurus, maybe you'll have it already. You know what I mean? That maybe that's when you'll be able to jump in your VW bus and go. Wow. Okay, so now these cards are about your spiritual journey, and so this is going to be about the Lion's Gate energy and your spiritual path. When I read these, they address pretty much like the whole reading, and it's hard for me to not stop and point it out, but I'll try. Okay. The Pearl of Sorrow. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You are going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. That's what I was saying. You know, with enough spiritual work, you can become enlightened in this lifetime. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorrow is a Tibetan word meaning to arise or manifest and shine with radiant spiritual light. Sorrow is the outcome of sacred alchemy. It is the manifestation of the pearl beyond price. Created in the depths of the ocean, hidden away in a clamshell, away from prying eyes. I'm sorry, guys, I gotta do this. There you are. So, I mean, I've got this sitting here. I mean, it's been sitting there, but Spirit just like, yeah, you've got this. This is the Pearl of Charles right there. And, you know, the alchemy of balancing your masculine and feminine is the Temperance card, which is the card for Sagittarius. That just came up, okay? So the sacred alchemy that you've been doing of balancing your masculine and feminine is changing you, okay? And so the Temperance card is kind of hanging over this reading for me right now, even though it's not there. All right, so okay, created in the depths of the ocean, hidden away in a clamshell, away from prying eyes, this pearl symbolizes a beautiful blessing of unexpected grace. Okay, I'm sorry, I got to do it again. The depths of the ocean, you are water energy. Oh my God. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. It began when an irritant caused the formation of a luminescent coating. The irritant. So you got irritated, but you covered it with a luminescent coating, and so okay, anyway, I'm sorry. The healing response to that initial intrusion resulted in an organic creation of inestimable beauty, value, and uniqueness. So this pearl can be a sacred catalyst to arise spiritually, manifesting one's own priceless, to arise spiritually, manifesting one's own priceless soul pearl. We are required to respond to an initially unwanted situation in such a way that our soul light and power is increased as a result. This soul alchemy evokes the inner pearl of radiant being. Such spiritual wisdom cannot be bought or sold, controlled nor exploited. It is perfect, nourishing grace, always free and always radiant with light. It is the inspirational triumph of creativity and healing. In the inner work of self-transformation, we take that which appears negative and utilize it to increase our goodness. However, we need to take care not to attribute the negativities to divine will that are actually caused by humans. Human beings have free will. Without it, there would be no growth, only a following of rules. For the soul, life is something like a multidimensional art class. It is allowed to create with absolute freedom, with the understanding that it will be responsible for its creations. That opens up the path. That opens the path for truly beautiful and blessed offerings to the collective. It also opens the path to expressions of free will that create suffering. Whether our choices create liberation or enslavement to pain is the responsibility of human beings. This body has been given to us that we may learn and grow spiritually. Got to change. Turn the page. Why do I always say change? Like change the channel. Stop it. Nobody, whatever. This body has been given to us that we may learn and grow spiritually. We are all in that process, varying in our capacities and awareness, but ultimately progressing together. If some members of our human family are in such pain, they can only create further pain. That is their choice. As a group, we work to heal the causes of that pain to free them, and the rest of us, from such a tragic use of free will. When rare and precious members of our family develop such luminous awareness that, excluding light, they call us into greater peace and happiness, then those of us who are able to receive and share what they offer do so for the benefit of all. From a deeply pained place of confusion, some souls cry out in anger toward the divine, wondering why there is disease and suffering and cruelty on this planet. We need to understand the difference between taking an ego-created situation and working with it so that it can become divine, and believing the ego-created situation was divine to begin with. Spirit does not wish you or any creature to become sick or to suffer. In its infinite resourcefulness and love, With full respect for your free will, which enables you to grow according to your own pace and purpose, Spirit will provide path after path of healing resolution. It is up to us when or if we answer that call. This oracle has emerged in your reading because you have the capacity to become a light bearer. Safeguard your energy, yet trust that the light within is strong enough to see you through any struggle and eventually transform it into a precious pearl of sacred empowerment. You have wisdom in your divinely alchemical heart. You shall arise with dignity. Whoa. Holy moly, that was freaking awesome. Pisces, this was a great reading. I really hope that it resonated with you. That's what I have for you at this time, loves. See you next time.